Okay guys, I'm here today for Brooks and we're gonna go over here like 3 basic foot and leg attacks for white belts, for beginners. So I know it's a little bit controversial because according to IBJJF, if you are white belt, the only position you can do is a straight full lock. But guys, as we are talking about no gi here, and we know there's a ton of tournaments nowadays like submission only, nagas and this and that, and many times the rules are very different and white belts can do leg locks, can do foot locks, can do straight foot locks. So the goal here is to show you white belt, show you beginner, 3 very basic leg attacks and foot locks, just to make sure you start getting familiar with that, and then when it's time for you to really hit it on every level, every tournament, you know what's going on. So basically what he's gonna do, he's gonna show us the straight foot lock, the regular toe hold, and the knee bar. And guys, Warren, for those who doesn't know, he's a specialist on very weird foot locks. So I even had to ask him, like, for this one, as we're talking about white belts, let's try to go as much basic as possible. But he has the foot locks that I had never seen before. Foot locks from Mont when he's on borrow, foot locks from back when he's being attacked. So he's a specialist on this subject. So I'm excited to learn.
All right. Okay, just like from standing position here. So basically, when we make our entry here, I want to pick whichever side I'm going to and I'm looking to control. So normally I'll split and I run the foot basically to the hip. I'm going to control the knee. And you want to, when you're first starting out on leg locks especially, you want to make sure where your grip comes through, you want to try to get back as far as you can on the heel here. So as I come in, as I make my grip, I'll kind of make a little bit of a turn and I almost want to try to get my hand up to my chest. Now I'm going to start my entry. Feet together, squat, down, and then I'm going to roll over to my side. Notice that I keep Bernardo's knee here as I kind of pull myself back in. Now, hand position. What I like to do here, your hand, you're going to make it what I call a cup and saucer. So this is the cup. You're going to put the saucer underneath it, but I'm going to pick it up, clamp the knees together, and I'm going to put my nose and my chest to the mat. Once I go to the mat, I'm going to be pushing off with this leg and extending. So I'll here, pick it up. I'm going to roll over and then push, watch.
Very bad. Yeah, so that was the straight foot lock.
Yes.
So now next one, toe hold.
Toe hold. Most of the time when I go for toe holds, usually it's going to be from half guard here. So again, when we're going for here, you don't necessarily have to give a position. A lot of people do rolling toe holds. What I like to do is when I'm in half is I'll set real heavy on this bottom leg, especially knee shield position here, is I'm going to go to the foot. Now look at the grip. I'm not grabbing the foot like this. I'm actually just going to wrap around the toes here. I'm going to come underneath the ankle, really deep here. Now, the main thing is that when I go for the toe hold, I don't want to do this. I want to keep this arm stabilized as much as possible, but I'm looking to rotate his foot down towards his butt here. So I'll be here, just like that. And I flex like this. Okay, so we're setting here. Remember, grab the outside of the toes, come back, sitting heavy on the leg, through, suck it in tight to you, and then rotate the big toe down. Right there.
That's awesome. And now, knee bar.
Knee bar. One of the easier ones to do from here is when we get the pass here, when we come through and Bernardo clamps. Most of the time people try to push out here trying to come through. But the best thing to do is just basically control this arm and sit right on Bernardo's hip here. 1, now I'm going to just spin. 2, like you're on the bar stool. I'm going to grip here underneath the knee. Straight to here. Turn. Now, I'm going to go right to the armpit. Grab the back of my thigh. All I'm going to do is start extending my hips and legs outward.
So just one more time.
Sure.
Here.
Here. Yep. Rotate. Bring the leg to me. Come behind my armpit to my thigh. Stretch my legs out together. Lunge.
Yeah, so guys, just a quick here, like the 3 probably most basic leg and foot attacks and for white belt, for beginners. So if you are not very familiar with foot locks, with knee bars, with toe hold, here was a very good intro for you on how to do it. So I hope it helps. Los, thanks so much for
Thank you.
Los.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.